Ella J here with SEScoops, and I am joined by Mommy, the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. We are obviously here in Cleveland, Ohio for SummerSlam. The host of the event is somebody who you looked up to as a child, much like myself, so we have that in common. I'm talking about The Miz. How has your dynamic with The Miz now changed from now fan to co-worker? Tell us about how that dynamic.
It's funny because I don't think I've actually talked to him about it. So I think he obviously knows because all the interviews that I've done putting him over, but I feel like we've actually started to have a friendship as well, which is nice. Like, we bond over music. He's always showing me different bands and different songs. We had a few road trips where we'd be on the same bus for hours and we'd end up just like blasting music and headbanging the whole trip, like the whole like 4 hours.
Headbanging?
Yeah, he's like screaming. It was him, me, and Priest, and we were just going absolutely ham, just screaming all the lyrics, singing and headbanging, and we were like all drenched by the end of it, just sweating like absolutely grossly. But I feel like our friendship is like blossomed over music, which is really cool because it's something that I didn't think we would blossom a friendship over, which is weird. But yeah, I think it's good.
I have to ask now, what music, band, or artist has he introduced you to?
Oh, so honestly, I can't remember what they're called. I normally just like straight away download it and then forget what it's called. Still the same genre, like metal, and then he's shown me a few like metal covers of like pop songs and all that. But I normally just download them like straight away and then listen to them, but I can't remember who they're sung by or what they're called. Honestly, if I had my phone, I would definitely tell you.
One band we know for sure is Motionless in White, obviously. They played you out at WrestleMania 40. Oh man, tell us about that experience. What an amazing look, by the way, and then to have that played live, tell us about that experience.
Thanks. It was insane, absolutely insanity. Like, I have loved that band since high school. I absolutely love them. I remember going to a Soundwave, I think it was 2013, and I didn't know when they were playing, but I was walking on the grass and I heard one of my favorite songs by them, and I was like, oh my God, they're on now! And my ears just like pinpointed exactly which tent they were at, and I was talking to my sister, and mid-conversation, I ran. And I was out, and they had to follow me into the mosh pit. They just see me like jump in and start moshing. And I don't know, I've always had like this fascination, this like love for them and their music. So to have them there at WrestleMania 40, WrestleMania XL, where I'm going in the ring against Becky Lynch, like I felt like Becky was my final like boss opponent in my title reign. And to have that happen with my little war song with my favorite band, like everything was so perfect, and they were so excited to be there and sing and do my entrance with me and even just meet me, and I was so gobsmacked that they were so excited because I was so nervous and so excited to see them too. So I think we've become like fans of each other as well, which is really cool.
You mentioned Damian Priest. You two bond over, metal music. He is now walking into SummerSlam as the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, going against the guy who's over there, the ring general, Gunther. What are your thoughts on Damian's reign so far? He came in saying he wanted it to be the workhorse title like Seth Rollins has, and I think he's lived up to that. He hasn't backed down from any challenges. What are your thoughts on his reign so far?
I think that too. People were saying that he was just going to be a champion to palm off the championship onto someone else, and I think he's proved everyone wrong. I think he's proved to everyone that he deserves to be champion, that he's worked so hard over his years in the business to become champion. So I love what he's doing. I think he's doing a tremendous job. I think that he has proved a lot of people wrong, and it's only grown his confidence even more, which I love to see. I love to see my boy Damian Priest being all confident and just willing to work and prove to everyone what he's capable of, which I already knew. Like, he's been amazing since the get-go. I think that he honestly is one of the best performers here. I think that he works a lot harder than people want to see and want to think. I think that he's amazing at what he does, and I'm so glad that he's champion, and I'm backing my boy at SummerSlam. I think he's going to walk out with the championship.
Final question. You are going one-on-one with Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's World Championship that you technically never lost. Do you have a final message to Liv Morgan ahead of SummerSlam?
Yeah, Liv, you want to manipulate my family, and then you want to run from me like you did nothing wrong. You want to play the victim. You want your fans to put over this little victim mentality story of yours. Well, it all comes to an end at SummerSlam because there's no more running, there's no more hiding. You can't escape me. You can't escape the nightmare that I'm going to put on you. And when I walk out with my Women's World Championship, then your little revenge tour, it ends. So say goodbye to everything you know and love. Because you know me better than a lot of people. And I will stop at nothing to absolutely eradicate you.
A fired up Rhea Ripley, everybody, ahead of SummerSlam. Rhea, good luck. You don't really need it, though. Thank you so much, Rhea.
No worries. Thank you.